What's up, everybody? Happy summer to you. Happy new season. I am very grateful and gracious to me and to you all for staying connected on all these various platforms that this video will be on. Since it's been a minute since I've been on social media, I want to kind of share this video expansively and get it out there. But I really want to talk about the practice that I shared last night. And that practice is unedited, unfiltered, raw. And it's that way for a reason. The reason why I started practicing yoga was for that main reason, to get an acceptance of the raw, the unfiltered, the real aspects of myself, of life, and really understanding that there's something beyond the surface that everybody is working through and or cultivating and or healing from or releasing. And so yoga is the practice that allows me to do that in my life. And so I want to bring back the exploration, the just get on your mat and feel your way through. I want to bring back the intuitive aspect of the practice and relinquish the need for perfection or accolades by people who saying, "Wow, you're flexible. Oh my God, you can do that." Just the false praise that a lot of times is attached in the yoga industry. I want to get back to the heart of yoga and get back to us learning ourselves through this practice. And so when I'm inviting you all to practice with me, that is what I'm inviting you to do. Come learn yourself, come explore all the parts of you. Um, Come get to know your body all over again. I talked about being in my 40s now and what my 20s and 30s were like, and also just embarking on this new journey with food and movement and nature and everything. I've been doing nature for forever, y'all know. Um, Not doing nature, experiencing, getting out into nature and embracing it, and also finding ways to bring it to me through my breath. And so that's what I am sharing with you all when we practice live, when we have these moments of exploring our body and getting into these poses in whatever way is depicted through our movement and our expression of them. And so I used to always say, like, if I walk in a class and I teach, I love when I see every student in a different variation of a pose, because it lets me know you're not looking out, you're looking in. So I definitely hope that you all will get that from these practices. They are free, they are live, and they will be on this platform and or YouTube. I'm not really sure what direction I'm going to go, but once a week we will have a live. Quite possibly Instagram. I'm not really sure. Well, I have to see what I'm being called to do, where I'm being called to place the practice at. We might try it on all the platforms and see how it goes for a while. The month of September and beyond, fall is going to be really exciting. I have some surprises for you all. And just stay connected. I know I've been gone for a while as far as the newsletters and as far as being hands-on as far with community things like we used to do, and I plan on getting back to that, and I'm happy to be in a space where I can. And what I would ask you to understand, and what we are learning through our practice, what we are embracing and accepting, is what we can do and what we are capable of taking on in our lives. And when our plates are full, being able to say, I'm not adding anything else right now, and being good with that. And understanding that in those moments that you're not adding anything on, that's more space for you to work in, to move your body, to rediscover parts of you that you may have overlooked in the midst of, the hamster wheel, that you may have been in the midst of survival mode or whatever was going on. I can definitely relate through my life experiences. So Great time, y'all. And I really just wanted to check in and say, listen, getting back into being in my 40s and weight coming onto my body and showing up, and you ain't going nowhere. The weight not going, it's not going nowhere. Like when I was in my 20s and 30s, like I would get up, you'd be bloated from the club or wherever you went, you'd get up and then fall off. The food is not the same, you know and so that requires a lot. Our environment's not the same, as it was years ago. So that requires us to show up for what we can control, which is ourselves. So that means we got to be eating to live, not living to eat, like my mother used to tell me. That means that we get up and we move our body mindfully and we take time with ourselves to explore and discover, and not to highlight what it all looks like, but really go more into what it feels like. And I had a moment with myself, a couple of weeks ago. This is another long video, but I had a moment with myself where I was like, I was noticing all, the weight in different places. I was noticing different changes in my body hormonally and just my age. And, really looking at how my lifestyle was affecting the development of me. Okay. And I think that that's something important that we all need to look at. Instead of claiming older age, claiming menopause, claiming this, claiming that, claiming symptoms, we need to look underneath all of that and ask ourselves, what is it that I need? Stop. Just like Louise Hay says, take 3 breaths and ask, what is my body needing from me right now? Before you rush to the medicine cabinet or the doctor for an appointment, really ask yourself, what do I have here that can replenish me soulfully, cellularly, spiritually, physically, and mentally? And I'm going to always say that's your breath. That's the ability to move. For me, that's my yoga. That's me now getting up in the mornings and dancing every single day. That's for me getting up every single morning and dancing every day, and also addressing issues that I had with being able to get out there and dance, from a child. So there's so many different things, and we'll get into a lot of other stuff later. But I just wanted to check in and say, have a heart to heart with yourself, be real with yourself, and look at the newness of your body. Like I'm looking at the newness of my body and say, hey, I love you. It's time for you to go though, and that's what I'm telling, the excess stomach weight, my legs that I'm working on toning more right now, and at the same time I'm getting my stamina, my heart rate, all these things up, because when you have a shift in weight and your weight fluctuates, these things change. So that means like your movement, like you may have to discover different movement regimens. And so that's where I'm at. I'm with more walking, I'm dancing, I'm getting on my mat, I'm meditating, breathing, I'm writing, So it's a whole pot of goodness, loving goodness that I'm giving to myself. And I'm reminding myself, when I talked about instant gratification yesterday, the importance of releasing the idea and need for instant gratification. When you find yourself there, give yourself a hug. When you find yourself there, do an audio. That's a lot of times what I do. I do an audio with everything that's on my mind in that moment, and then I talk myself through it and I say, Khadee, you got it. Look, last year we was doing this, or at this point this was going on, and look at how you've triumphed through it all, and look at that you're really realizing and seeing certain things, and you're accepting of yourself, of your journey, of the healing that's happening in so many different areas of your life, gently now. And so I'm praying the same for you all. Gentle healing, gentle realization, uh, extracting of lessons. Okay, and yeah, it's been a very triumphant, enlightening past couple of years, leading up to today, especially as as a mother, as a woman, as a being. I've really started to look more deeply at every aspect of my life. Get a little teary eyed. I'm happy. I'm happy. I am grateful for realization. And I want to say something to all the mothers out there. Please be more compassionate and gracious toward yourself. I am doing that in this moment. We need to remember to always give ourselves flowers for carrying another life inside of our body, sharing another life with someone else inside of ourselves. Okay? That changes your body. It changes the appearance of things. It changes the perky breasts that we had when we were younger, when you nursed your baby. That's an experience I am so grateful that I allowed myself to embrace and to give to my children. I saw a baby yesterday at the market, and he was cooing by his mommy's breast, ready to eat, and it made me think of both my sons. And in that moment, I just had intense gratitude beyond what my breasts are today, just for the fact that I was able to feed my babies and am able to continue feeding my babies. The feeding is different than the breast now. Now it's more spiritual, it's more lovingly confrontational, and all the things. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. It's such a gift when your children will talk to you and share things with you that you may have never shared with your parents or may have never even had the open door to. So I'm grateful. And I just want to say, moms, look at your bodies and just know that all the scars that some of us have walked away with, because we see so many famous people having babies who have all of this money to alter their body and do whatever, and have A1 personal trainers and so on and so forth. And so I just want to say, you fine. We fine. We fine. We fine. And, keep taking care of yourself. And I'm going to keep taking care of myself with love and appreciation for exactly what is and what was. And cheers to the now. I hope to see you all in practice. Really reaching out to my moms, really reaching out to my women over 40 who are having changes in their bodies, hormonally, weight wise, health wise, whatever it is. Come and let's be in this space. My women over 30, I just really, really, really reaching directly out to the women right now, because there's something happening in our society, in the world, where women are feeling like they need to change their bodies, wear pounds of makeup, a whole new face, you know. And so I see these pictures, and people are praising how old they are, but 90% of them, nobody's with clean face. So you don't even really know what they look like at their age, and looking and feeling is a different thing. Like Pac said, dying inside, but outside you looking fierce. So I want to get to the root of what's happening on the inside. And I want us to be able to have fun and play and exploration and growth and transformation. on our yoga journey. So let's learn ourselves on the mat as well as off. Peace and love.